Studio with New York Times best-selling author John Gilstrap. Johnny.
Good morning.
And we've got a room full of people here. Let me give you the background of what's going on here. So South Middle School, and their teacher, Mrs. Cindy Evarts, and Principal Mark Barney, and this group of robotics kids have qualified for the World Championships in Dallas. This is April 30th through May the 2nd. And this is a pretty big deal here because this is, as I said, this is World Robotics Championships. So we've done a lot of stuff with robotics and the kids in this community who seem to have a knack for being really good at this kind of stuff, too, whether that's through 4-H or through the school system itself. It really is being done quite well. So, Mark, pull that microphone a little closer to you there, and let's welcome in Mark Barney. Good morning, sir. How are you?
Good morning. Doing well. Thanks for having us.
Cindy Evarts, how are you?
I'm great. Thank you. Good morning.
Thank you for coming in. And you've brought with you 246 students. So if we can, Mark and Cindy, if you can give us the names of all the kids. Not everybody's on camera, I think, at this time, but between all of our cameras, we'll try to get them all in there. So go right ahead. Tell us who's
We have the Mechanical Maniacs, Olive Bird,
raise your hand as he calls out your name.
Colton Coe, Cameron Smith, Jackson Painter, Aaliyah Miller, and Olivia Campbell.
Okay, what was your name over by John Gilstrap? Olive Bird. Okay, very good. So give me the background of the robotics team. I know we've talked to you about this before, and the World Championships in Dallas, and what you need.
I think the unique situation with this team, this bunch of kids, their advisor, Mrs. Evarts, along with Sharon Mason, is this is the third trip they're going to make as a unit. Mm-hmm. So that team chemistry, that team bond is evident with these kids. It's a program that Mrs. Evarts started some years ago at South Middle School. It's had a high level of success. But this particular group of students has done an exceptional job at excelling at a high level.
You guys seated are good. The standing ones, slide down to your right. You guys are there. You go.
And going back to this this World's tournament for the third year in a row.
Mm-hmm.
An exceptional group of students doing an exceptional job.
And Cindy, tell me about this Dallas trip.
Oh, well, it's the World Championship for VEX IQ Robotics. It does go from April 30th to May 14th, but our section is the 12th through the 14th. So we'll be leaving on the 11th to get down there. And then it's a whirlwind, right, guys? Yeah. I told them the first time they went, you're not going to believe it, because we're in a huge convention center. Mm-hmm. And just going to the practice matches to our matches itself, they put on so many steps because there's so much to go.
Everything in Texas is big.
Far away, big. That's right,
yeah.
Big. We also get to compete with teams from all over the world. So each division they divide us up into divisions. And in our division, what are some of the places that are represented?
We went with one from Pakistan, Thailand, and then we went one from China and Vietnam. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, and we went with one from Egypt. Mm-hmm. So that was pretty cool. And then those were out of the 2 years, and then we don't know who we're going to go with this year yet. But there's a lot of international teams this year, more than we had the other years.
Very good. Tell me about your robot.
So we started building the robot this summer whenever we figured out the game, and it's like a new game every year. And I'm the main engineer, so I took all the pieces home in the board and started working on it once I figured out the game. And like they all come over to my house during the summer so like we can get a head start. And first we figured out like what we had to do to make the robot efficient, and then we started building it. And then first we built it with the drivetrain, because like you start with everything with a base. Like if you don't start with the base, then it's not going to be strong at all. Like that's how you build a house.
If I can interrupt real quick, what is its mission?
Its mission is to like score balls and pass well. It's kind of like basketball. So like the more like the passes you get multiplies the amount of points you get from the goals you score.
And is it playing against another team's robot?
No, you're on a team. It's a two-person team. So like you want to be able to make as much goals and score as much as you can in the minute you have, or else you're not going to do good, and you have to be efficient.
So it's a two-team alliance.
Two-team alliance, yeah.
So you get a goal that this thing has to pass balls and sink balls, and then you design the machine. Okay, go ahead. I interrupted.
And then once we finish the base. Because, like, before that, like, before even the game started, we built the base because we knew that, like, you had to have a strong base to build a good robot. Then we started with the shooter, which, do you want to see how it works? Because, like, I have it ready.
Yeah, go ahead and give it a shot there.
Is it going to whack the camera? Do you move it back?
Yeah, it won't whack the camera. If it's right here. So, like, we'll have it, and then, like, we'll put a ball in here, which I'm not going to shoot it because we're in here, but like we'll put a ball in here and then it'll catapult it up like that. And then that's how we'll score a goal and pass, because like we can pass it into another person's robot because we've practiced a lot with it. That's why we started in the summer, so we could have as much practice time as we could, because we were planning to go to Worlds before we even did this, because we wanted to, because we knew that we were going to try even harder.
All right, give it a shot. Let's see how far will it throw the ball.
All right, it might hit you though.
It's all right, I can handle it. Oh, cool! Right onto the board too.
$1 million basketball.
Yep. So yeah, that.
Actually, I'm not.
And then this, like, whenever we started finishing up, like, the whole base mold of the robot, we had to learn how to, once we finished this, we had to learn about, okay, how are we going to get the ball? So then we started building the intake, which we just roll up in there, and then it'll grab the ball itself. So it's kind of like a self-loader. Like, you don't have to put the ball in or nothing.
Oh, nice.
You just intake it like that. And then, after that, it just took a lot of tuning, which everybody helps with the tuning. So.
Okay, now are you revealing secrets here that shouldn't get out to your competition?
No.
Okay.
Because it's not really competition. They're on our team. Like, they're our teammates. So if they need to know how a robot works, then... Because everybody, like, whenever we figure out what our team is, we go talk to them about what their robot can do. And that means, like, that figures out if we're going to be the ones that are shooting the ball or we're going to be the ones that are passing.
Now you have 2 teams, correct?
Yep.
Who's on which team?
No, we're all one team, and then there's, like, a random team that we'll go with later.
Oh, I see. All right, very good. So all of you are one full team. Do you have
Yes,
a
sir.
name for your team? What do you call it?
Mechanical Maniacs.
Mechanical Maniacs. All right,
And
very
does the robot have a name?
Yep, the Maniac.
The Maniac, of course.
nice. What grades are you folks in?
8th grade.
Everybody in 8th grade?
Yes, sir.
All right. And have all of you been working on robotics over the last several years, or are
Yes, sir.
some of you new to this?
6th grade. I've started ever since, like, 3rd grade with Miss Livingston.
It was second.
They, like,
Second
in the
grade?
gifted program.
Who
Like,
was
we were-
2nd grade? Raise your hand if you're 2nd grade. Who was 4th grade? 5th
Which is
grade?
kind of, yeah.
6th? Any 6th grader there?
It was like a Lego.
Okay, very
Yeah.
good.
It was like Lego.
Which is kind of weird since I was, like, the latest one to start with it, and I was the one that turned out to be the builder. It was just, like, weird that happened.
This looks like Legos up
Yeah, it does.
close, but it's not.
No, sir.
Yeah, Cindy, tell me about the class.
Well, it's not an actual class. We do it during their armor time, which is like a study hall time. We also do after school, and we have 3 teams, each grade level team, a 6th, 7th, and an 8th grade team. And they meet together, they work together, they share ideas together, they practice with alliances together. And the program basically, though, the coaches are really supposed to be very hands-off. This is supposed to be very student-centered. So what do we do? I mean, we provide you with we provide them with the materials. We may make suggestions or ask questions like, well, you know, what's the issue? Would it be better if you did it this way? Or have you thought about this? And we provide them practice space and time. But we're supposed to stay hands-off.
Sure.
We're not supposed to touch the robot. We're not supposed to fiddle with it.
Make them figure it
It's
out.
them. And that's what makes this team really, really special, because they've taken over like that. They've kind of made leadership. They've worked on, each one of them has different strengths. And they really have taken over in ways that I didn't even see coming, because they've done so well.
Now, how is this thing going to make a trip to Dallas? Does it come apart and go in a box?
So
or you...
I'll snap. This is we put it in a box to come here. I'll snap this guider off, which helps us like align the robot, and then I can take this whole intake mechanism off, and then we'll just set it on top in the suitcase, and then that would be the easiest way to.
Driving to
pack it.
Dallas?
No.
How can people help you with this trip, Cindy and Mark? What kind of help do you need for this trip?
I mean, funding's always a concern when we do these big trips. They've set up a spot fund, as I understand it. That's an electronic means of raising money. I mean, if anybody wants to contribute there, we would love the support.
How do you do that?
It's on our website, isn't it?
Yeah, there's a spot fund. I'm not quite sure whether it's on our website. I know it's on the Facebook page.
What are the
They
names
have
of
their
those things?
own-
What are the website and the Facebook page?
Mechanical. Well, let's
South
see.
Middle
South Middle
School.
School
Yeah,
Robotics.
Robotics.
Yeah.
South
And-
Middle School Robotics. And if you go to that page, that'll help you contribute to the trip to Dallas.
And we've been very fortunate. Berkeley County Schools is paying their hotel bill, which is huge. We're really fortunate for that. We've gotten a grant from the NASA Space Grant Consortium. They gave us $1,000, which is really going to help us out. And then the Eastern Panhandle Community Foundation is coming today to give us a check. I think we still need some help with some airline tickets and food.
So how much money do you think that you need to finish this up?
That depends how much we eat, right?
Yeah. All right. Well,
we're all looking at Colton.
all right.
Are we talking about?
Colton gets hangry, and we don't want that to happen.
Well, are we talking about $1,000 you need? 10,000, 500? Give me a dollar amount.
Maybe like all right. Probably like you think 3,000? Like 3,000 or like 2,500?
Maybe a little more.
How much do you think,
Like
Cameron?
five.
Your dad.
With 5.
Like,
Like-
I think we would be safe with 5. Like if we can, because we're gonna go out and do funding, but I think we'd be safe if we could get $5,000 before Dallas.
And what date do you leave for this trip, Cindy?
The 12th.
Actually,
Or the 11th
most of
of
us
May.
are
We
leaving
leave
the
the
11th.
May 11th. Okay. The email that I got said it was April 30 to May 2, so sorry
Well,
about
that's
that.
the whole World Robotics, and that includes the high school level, the elementary level. Ours is the middle school level
And
for
then-
the IQ
And then
robotics.
they have a college level, which is VexU, and then they have a Lego Cup.
I see.
So that's cool.
All right, very good.
Yeah.
So look up South Middle Robotics, and then you can help contribute to the trip from that there. And is this the end of robotics for you folks, or do you pick this up in high school too?
Well, some of us will pick it up in high school. Like I'm probably gonna do it in high school, but I don't know.
How about the rest of you guys? High school,
I probably will.
yeah. What are your high school options for robotics? Anybody know?
We build with metal parts. Like
Yeah,
it's like
Vex.
it's VexU is when it starts. I think it's still called VRC is what it's called.
All right. And then what the rest? Are you after this trip? You're done because school's out in a couple weeks after that, right?
Right?
Yeah. We only have 2 weeks left.
No,
All right.
after this week, yeah.
That's what I mean, yeah.
After the trip.
Do you have any other fundraisers scheduled between now and when you leave?
Chick-fil-A.
When is
Oh,
Chick-fil-A?
that's after.
That's after. But
Yeah, it's right. It's the 20th, isn't it?
Right, it is.
Yeah.
And that is after, and that will help
Yeah.
refund if we needed.
And what's the story with the Chick-fil-A?
I think we're just having a Chick-fil-A day,
Yeah, my mom set it up.
and then all of the proceeds go to
Okay. and
South Middle Robotics.
that'll be on the 20th?
I believe it's the 20th.
So if you're going to go to eat on the
yes.
20th, the South Middle Robotics benefits from some money there.
So do we know how much this costs?
Too much.
The kids.
The robot costs a lot of time. The robot
Well, I know,
costs a lot of time.
but time is love, or love is time.
Right.
So if we take that out, just in terms of hardware, including the mistakes and the stuff that didn't work, total, do we know?
Well, each kit is about $500.
Oh, wow.
We were really fortunate to get a grant from the state a few years ago. Delegate Hornby actually helped us with that.
Yeah, no S, just Hornby. You got it right the first time.
Yeah, and he was able to get us some money so that all the teams have 2 kits that they can have a practice robot and one
great.
that works. What's the biggest thing we spend on this year?
Oh, rubber bands.
Oh my gosh, rubber bands! That intake that they've got
Yeah.
depends on rubber bands, and they break, and a lot. Look at those.
I
rubber
see a lot of
bands
rubber
there.
bands, yes.
That's the thing that we have to keep replenishing.
And then ever
the
since
most.
our robots getting more complicated, our motors start to burn out because of how strong, how much we use them.
Yeah.
Yeah, is that the final shape of everything you're going to be doing, or do you have any other additions and improvements you need
We
to
might
make?
increase the gear ratio of the drivetrain to make it go faster, but that's probably about it. That's probably all I'll do.
All right, and all that is remote controlled?
All
yeah.
of this, you don't put it, we don't touch it with our hand once the clock starts.
What size batteries you got on there?
I think it's doubling.
Make sure you take some spares
That's a
with you.
rechargeable battery.
yeah, it's just a recharge.
So
Oh, yeah,
we
it's
recharge
rechargeable.
our battery. Yeah.
So have all y'all been called on by your parents to set up the modem and Wi-Fi in your house? Or do they do it themselves?
Well,
This one.
This one can set up anything.
This
You guys-
one. Oh my goodness. He's our chief coder, and anytime I have trouble, I go, Cameron.
Yeah.
So we'll all be
Yeah,
working
yeah.
for him someday, is what
Yeah.
you're saying, right?
Cameron's definitely the tech person.
Gotcha.
He's our state math field day winner too.
Oh, is that
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
Congratulations. Mark, a couple of thoughts about this group of students and your team.
I'm just really proud of this group of kids. Obviously, Mrs. Everett's done a tremendous job in building this program into what it is today. But to have a group of kids, a collection of kids who have gone back all 3 years that they've been at South Middle School, it stands out to me in our accomplishments as a school.
Cindy?
Yeah, they're like I said before, this is a student-run program, and this has been the team that I've had to do the least amount of guidance. They've really guided themselves. They are persistent. Like at the state tournament, they were an 11th
We were 11th
place.
place before lunch, which is halfway through.
And I've had teams in the past who've been like, they just give up. They lose heart. This team didn't. They just got it together and made it to the top at the state tournament. And so this is them. That's their heart as well as their knowledge, their persistence.
And the
has
people
been
behind
really
me,
good.
definitely. Like, the people behind me, like, because I was in bad spirits. I was like, I don't know if we're going to make it to Worlds this year. But, like, these three are the ones that picked me up the most, probably.
Then you went from 11th to first
Second.
to second. All
Well,
right.
you were in the
Third. We were in third, but we were
Third
the
place,
second. We were the second seed in the finals.
Gotcha.
and
Yeah.
so you made the
We
team
made the
championship
championship,
awards
and that's what
because
all the finals.
Who are some of the other schools around the state that are pretty good at robotics?
The fire hydraulics, Montcalm.
Montcalm?
The 6th grade team.
Oh yeah, our 6th grade team is amazing. They're gonna make it to Worlds like we are. They're amazing.
They're the young guys
yeah.
coming up, huh?
we're hoping
The young
next
ones
year,
coming up through the system.
Yeah.
High voltage.
High voltage, yeah.
The high voltage, but I don't remember where they're from.
I don't
Yeah.
either, but I think they were 6th grade. So
Charleston,
really
right?
tiny.
Charleston.
Wasn't it?
That makes sense.
It was Preston County.
Bryce.
I don't know. I'll look it up for them. I got you.
Well, very good. So you got Chick-fil-A on the 20th, and you could still use a few $1,000s for the big trip to Dallas coming up in mid-May. And look up South Middle Robotics, and you can help contribute to their cause as well. Let's get your names once again. Let's go around the horn and get everybody's name one more time. The three standing in the back to the left. Sorry, Deepa.
Olivia Campbell,
Olivia Campbell,
Leah Miller,
Leah Miller,
Jackson Painter.
Jackson Painter,
Colton Cole.
Colton Cole,
Cameron Smith.
Cameron Smith,
Olive Bird.
Olive Bird. Well, congratulations to all of you, and great success to you in Dallas. Quite an inspiring story, going from 11th place at lunchtime to qualifying for the World Championships in Dallas. That's amazing stuff. Says a lot about you guys too, right? It's easy to just go and be the winner all the time and be in first place. To try to dig yourselves up out of 11th place, that takes some character. Good stuff. Well, Mark and Cindy, thanks for coming in.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks for
Best of
having
luck
us.
to you guys coming up in Dallas. Make sure you let us know how it all turns out, right?
Thank you.
All right.
Good luck.
2-minute commercial break here coming, Colin, and we'll be right back with a couple minutes. Mr. Gilstrap has the microphone when we return.
All right.